Hi, this is Ken Kaplan from the New England Motorcycle Museum. Today I'm proud to be representing one of the most significant motocross bikes of the 60s. This is a 1967 BSA 441 engine in a C15 frame. I believe the frame's a 66 or 67 also. Local collector was retiring and we bought 12 of his bikes. This is one of the crown jewels of the collection he had. Very beautiful bike. He had already started the restoration but ran out of time and money, I guess, so we're selling it as is, incomplete, but a lot of it has been restored. Starting with the frame was taken down to bare metal, sandblasted, and repainted with a high quality gloss black paint. This is not a spray bound paint job, this is something that was done in a spray booth. He also painted the foot pegs, his rear swing arm, and the whole chassis has been completely refurbished, including the headlight buckets is in beautiful shape, and the headlight supports. The front fender is an aftermarket plastic. It says flying fin, which is kind of cool, flying fin on the front, and it's a plastic fender with the metal brackets. Front forks are in beautiful shape. Those are also sandblasted and painted. The rubber boots are brand new on the forks. The hardware for the headlight looks to be in perfect condition. Speedometer looks to be in great shape, and I believe these are the original factory bars. They don't appear to be bent. It's got the controls for the clutch, the choke, the compression release, and the brake lever are all intact, original. It's an original Magura grip. The front wheel is in absolutely gorgeous condition. The chrome on it, the backing plate for the front brake is in beautiful shape. Totally serviceable the way it is. The front wheel, front tires in nice shape. The rear swing arm is beautiful. One of the things I noted on this motorcycle is I'm a motocross guy. First thing I look is the bottom of the frame rails. Frame rails are perfectly straight on this, thanks to the bash plate on the bottom, which has got a couple dings in it, but the bottom of the frame is absolutely gorgeous. The foot pegs are perfectly straight. I believe these are the original pegs, I'm not positive, but they're in beautiful condition. Swing arm's in great shape, and it has a brand new set of progressive shocks that were installed when he started the restoration probably 5 years ago. Sat in his garage, so they're they need to be cleaned up. You can see that they've never been used. It says progressive suspension on it, and they're in beautiful condition. The rear aluminum fender is an original BSA fender with a BSA taillight. That's in beautiful shape. I don't see any dents or dings on it. The tank is the original aluminum tank. It's absolutely gorgeous. It does have some patina and a couple of dings here and there, but a professional body guy could remove those. The running gear appears to be in excellent shape. The rear wheel, swing arm bearings appear to be tight. Rear brake backing plate, sprocket, rear wheel, all looks good. The rear brake lever appears to be perfectly straight and in good condition. The frame number, again, is VIN number C15C 1985. We did look up the NADA value of the BSA 441 Victor Enduro. Has an NADA #1 value of $15,130. Obviously, this isn't the #1 bike. It's missing a bunch of things like the carburetor, some engine mounting bolts, some hardware, a chain, but this is completely capable of being rebuilt and restored. The engine, the VIN number on the engine is B44EA1751. And looking at the engine, here's the VIN number on it. It's perfectly clearly labeled. The engine's in the outside of the engine, all of the metal looks beautiful. The left side cover, the engine cases, none of the bolts are like rounded off or anything. And the cylinder fins, what struck me about the cylinder fins is they're perfectly straight. Usually Enduro bikes, they get dropped, they get bent. The cylinder fins are gorgeous on it, as is the head, and the whole engine case is in beautiful shape. Moving to the other side of the bike, what appears to be an original exhaust. I'm not a BSA expert, but I was told by one of the guys that works here, they think it's an original exhaust. It's in beautiful condition. It's got new mounting hardware. The oil tank's in beautiful shape. Again, this was taken off, and I believe it's Imron paint. It was professionally painted along with the frame. The oil tank's in beautiful condition. Pegs, again, straight. The original shifter looks to be in new condition, perfectly straight. Right side shift. The aluminum on this side of the engine is also in good shape. It's missing the bolts, so it's got to be, it's going to need some hardware. I'm not sure the condition on the inside of the engine, but I can tell you the outside of the engine looks beautiful. So that's about it. BSA 441 Victor. Again, these things are going through the roof value-wise. The NADA #1 value is over 15,000 for a 441 Victor. This one's absolutely, the reserve is going to be much less than the NADA value. And the restoration's been largely started. It's all cleaned up, ready to go. It has a brand new seat on it. The seat, the guy we bought it from said he paid $250 for the seat alone on it. So what you see is what you get. There are no extra parts to it. We cannot confirm the condition of the motor. The bike's being sold as is. So hopefully a BSA restoration guy who knows what he's looking at will grab this and finish it up. And this is a true piece of moto history. You know, the new motocross bikes are 450s. This is a 441. It's a great recipe, a nice light frame with a big bore single cylinder thumper. I'm sure the exhaust note is fantastic on it. It'll be a lot of fun to ride. They won a lot of championships with these bikes back in the 60s. This was the bike to have. Back then, they were expensive then. They're expensive now, but you get what you pay for. And I promise you, this thing will outpace the stock market as far as the value of it going up, because they're really rare. And it's kind of like the holy grail of motocross bikes of the 60s, a BSA 441 Victor. I remember hearing these in the early 70s out on the track. They were still running them, and they were just nasty. They sound so sweet. So if you have any questions about the bike, give us a call, 860-454-7024. Hopefully I've described it as clearly as I could. The VIN numbers are perfectly visible on the side of the frame here. Again, the frame VIN is C15C-1985. Give us a call, come down, take a look at it. We can ship this anywhere in the country for under $500, and I'm sure we can export it for you, whatever you want to do. Give us a call. Good luck bidding on it. Hope it goes to a good home, and God bless.